Some time ago, I had read the book Spark by John Ratey. The book in particular speaks to the power of a compound called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. While neurotransmitters carry out signaling, neurotrophins such as BDNF build and maintain cell circuitry. And as it turns out, aerobic exercise in particular dramatically increases production of BDNF. This in turn increases alertness, attention, motivation, and the ability to learn. I've been pretty consistent with including exercise as a part of my daily life, but I've often ignored running. And so I decided to try to take up running either first thing in the morning or occasionally in the evenings and see how it might affect my happiness, my motivation, and my productivity. Today is August 21, 2019. I downloaded the Nike Run Club app and I just ran 1 mile straight without stopping, which is not impressive, but it's something I hadn't done in a really long time. And I ran it at a pace of 8 minutes, 14 seconds. And so every day now I'm going to run at least 1 mile. Day one in the books, 8 minutes and 14 seconds. And I'm looking forward to doing this challenge. Day 3 complete. I am really enjoying this challenge. Running is like profoundly good for one's mental health, I'm finding. All right, so today marks day 8 of running at least a mile every day. On average, I've been hitting a mile, but some days I've gone up to 2, once even 3 miles. I know that's not a whole lot of cardio, but I'm really someone who's been out of practice with running. So I decided to make this goal, this 30-day challenge, kind of small so that I could actually honor it and finish it. This might be a placebo, but I can sort of feel the neurogenesis happening. I can feel my brain feeling happier, more alert, and there's also been a little bit of fat loss. Not enough for maybe other people to notice, although a few YouTube comments have come in saying that I look a little leaner, which is crazy. But more than anything, I feel my happiness going up. Just my general mood is improving. And so I'm really excited to see what happens as the days go by. As I continued on with the challenge, I found more and more that having a sense of momentum by running, even if it is just a little bit, gave me a tremendous sense of wanting to have more movement throughout the rest of my day. It's September 5th. I've been doing the running every day challenge for 2 weeks now, 2 weeks in 1 day. My mile time today was 7 minutes, 34 seconds, which is a decent improvement off of my first mile time. And this was actually a very pleasurable feeling, to have the ability to do more things, to simply be more active with life in general.
When you're a stoic, you do things that you would never otherwise do.
It was one of the great rewards that began to unveil itself over the course of this experiment. This is day 21. I ran my 1 mile in 7 minutes and 14 seconds. It's been incremental, but I've been getting faster every time. Super out of breath, but it's really beautiful. It's a really wonderful thing to feel the progress, to see it in the actual number. And it's pretty insane that I am running quite a bit faster, like a minute faster than I was at the start of this challenge in just 3 weeks. So this is the 30-day mark of running a mile every single day. It's just a mile. It's just running a quick little run first thing in the morning, between 6 and 10 minutes. The fastest time I got was like 6:40. But it has had an enormous impact on my sense of momentum. And this is something I've said a few times now, but this time I'm really internalizing it. The sense of momentum that comes when you move. There's a great quote that my buddy Tyler Babin, well, he's not my buddy, but I want him to be. Tyler Babin has said on a video in which he lost all his footage, and he said, "You have to be a shark. When things go astray or when things fall apart, as they so often do, you have to keep that mentality of someone who's going to continue to move in the direction of the things that they want." And like sharks never stop swimming from the second that they are born. They're continuously swimming, and if they stop moving, they'll die. And based off of everything that I've experienced, moving is living. That is absolutely true. Of course, there's a time for rest and relaxation, but even in that, there is energy, motion that needs to be happening. Otherwise, you become stagnant. I think that's what depression is on some level. It's stagnancy and an inability to have movement and momentum. And one thing that this quick little run, I try to run it with greater and greater intensity. One thing that it's given me over the last 30 days is just that kickoff, that sense of momentum right away, first thing in the morning. And I've tried this with other daily routines, But cardio, especially first thing in the morning, has its own unique benefits in the sense that your brain activates all of this BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's like miracle grow for the brain, and I gotta tell you, even more than my weightlifting, the sense that I get from running first thing in the morning, it gives me that sense of kickoff, momentum, clarity, and excitement. I've found that so often when I found myself in a sense of stagnancy, like I am comparing myself to other people or wondering if I'm doing enough or if enough is happening or if any of it means anything, I realize more and more that the times that my mind enters these sort of negative ruts, it comes when I haven't generated enough momentum in that day. And so if you can create that sense of things are just in motion, it's all happening, we're getting there, that's a tremendous feeling. And cardio first thing in the morning, it gives you that. Even if it is just 1 mile, that's enough to make you want to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Not to mention that your brain is just oxygenated. It's primed to take on the day with greater presence and awareness. Everything we do and think and feel is governed by how our brain cells or neurons connect to one another. What most people think of as psychological makeup is rooted in the biology of these connections. Likewise, our thoughts and behaviors and environment reflect back on our neurons, influencing the pattern of connections. What I found from this 30-day challenge is that a great way to reflect a new environment, a positive environment in which mindset, alertness, attention, motivation are all optimized, is through running.
I've been running for 36 miles.
Running is something I'm definitely going to try to implement more and more into my exercise routine. And for those of us who are willing to optimize our bodies alongside our mindsets, to us I say, greatness is coming. One of the songs used for today's video is by my friend Levi, and I would really love it if you could check out his track on Spotify. Thanks for watching.
My mama always told me, when you know it, you know. Don't be a fool enough to think that you're in control.